Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. Mike, one of the senior developers from 11th Hour Games, held his normal Friday Q&A live stream on Twitch, which means I get to bring you dev chat, wait for it, 27. This is the 27th dev chat. And of course Mike gives us lots of information and one leak. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right, let's jump right into this. Let's start off with what's top of mind for everybody. Mike, multiplayer, what will be the first mechanic for multiplayer implemented into Last Epoch?
So I don't know exactly how far away it is. I don't know if, the first thing that'll drop will likely be a stress test. So it'll be pretty basic, probably something limited in the sense of what you can do. Maybe it's like arena only and everyone gets the same character or something like that. Or maybe it's like just the first chapter or something like the prologue. But like, I don't know what the initial stress test will be, but that's likely the first thing you'll see is a stress test of some sort.
Someday, we're getting a stress test. I will take it. I don't know who asked this next question, but it's genius. I'll go ahead and let Mike read it.
ActionRPG asks, curious if your personal shop at the bazaar will be editable, kind of like a hideout in PoE, make your own. Yeah, I think that's a really good opportunity for like displaying items that maybe you found, displaying possibly MTX stuff that you purchased, displaying I don't know, displaying all what, but yeah, I think it would be a pretty big missed opportunity if we didn't allow it to be customizable. It might not be right at initial implementation, but I think that's definitely the plan.
The plan for your personal shop at the bazaar is for it to be customizable with either stuff you found or MTX. You heard it here. Mike, any chance we're gonna see weapon bases for throwing? Weapon bases for throwing damage types.
Yeah, that's this question a ton. The short answer is probably not. The longer answer is probably not anytime soon, at least. We balance throwing around not needing a base type that is specifically for throwing. So it is like when we're making the throwing skill, we're assuming you don't have a bunch of added throwing damage. When we're making a melee skill, we're assuming you do have a bunch of added melee damage. You know, so like there's like if we did add those weapons in, we'd also at the same time nerf every throwing skill across the board, you know. So it's I don't think it's necessarily something that would work the way you'd want it to work.
No, they are not coming. Are you ready for a new Werebear node?
It's a pretty basic node.
We'll still take it.
It's a Werebear node. Swipe deals additional melee lightning damage for 6 seconds when you enter Werebear form. Swipe deals additional melee lightning damage for 6 seconds when you enter Werebear form.
Interesting.
So I remember if I mentioned last week, people were asking about Werebear in general, and I said that there were incentives to... Oh my god, I'm way over stability again. I always do this, where I just I get going and I forget about it. Let's fight some bosses, yo! So there will be incentives to switch form, but it will not be the only way to do it. So you will be able to achieve permabear in the tree.
So again, 084, which is the next update for Last Epoch, is going to be focused around the Druid. And we're going to be getting visuals, all new transforms. We're going to be getting a third transform. We're also going to be able to keep your transform up permanently or incentivize changing which is the perfect example of the node that he just told us. 6 or +6 to lightning when transforming into a bear. This next question is also from me. I asked Mike about belt bases. I said they need some love.
Belt bases are tricky. So, I don't know if we're going to be adding more belt bases this patch or not. But like the primary thing that the belts, we try and focus it around potions, really. And historically, we've had issues with making them way too strong. Usually uniques, not bases, but yeah. So we'll see what happens. I could see there being some more bases coming out.
He said it. Mike said, I could see there being more bases coming out. I'm gonna hold you to that. Mike, as of right now, Druid, you cannot move transform skills on your action bar. Will this be changing for 084?
That is the plan. It's not implemented yet, but we do have a plan for it, and I am committed to making it happen. So I so don't want to say yes and then accidentally not deliver on it. Oh, that feels so bad when that happens. It almost never happens, but yes, I'll make it happen.
He's gonna make it happen. Another one of my questions, dual wield on Acolyte soon? We're ready.
I think that would be the next one to get it, probably.
Good.
Probably dual axes, I think, would be the one they'd get. Don't hold me to that, though.
I'll take dual axes. That's fine. All right, everyone, we have come to our final question. And again, it's another question that I asked around PvP, and I'm going to allow Mike to read the question and take out this video. But before then, I'm sure you've heard by now that I have officially started a Twitch, streaming on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, having so much fun with the Action RPG community. If you'd like to go over there, support, hang out, chat, first link in the description below. Also, this coming Friday, October 1st, will be my 2-year anniversary on YouTube, and we're going to be doing a very special stream on that day. More information to come, special guests, giveaways, merch. It's going to be a great time. First link in the description below. If you haven't had a chance to join the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're now over 1,200 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. I hope you all enjoyed Dev Chat 27. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.
Can you give any overarching thoughts EG has for PvP? Yeah, I think PvP really needs to be, for our game at least, it needs to be opt-in. So, having people, and so I just want to be clear that I really do enjoy the tension that comes from at any point. I guess the big thing I'm comparing this to is Diablo 2. So the tension that comes from at any point someone that's on your team could just turn on you and be like, all right, we're fighting now, deal with it. Like that's pretty cool. We think that it leaves room for some negative play experiences, especially for new players. And that can really sort of like gatekeep the game from people, where you start, it happens to you, you're like, okay, well, I'm not gonna play anymore. And so we don't want that to be people's first experience in the system of PvP. So having it be a little bit more structured can be a good thing. And I say a little bit more structured because really it's just I think the plan is go to the PvP area and you can PvP now. At least that's the short-term goals for it. I think the longer-term goals will be to have other game modes. I think that there was some game I saw recently that was the same isometric view that had like a capture the flag PvP mode, I think. and I was like, that's cool. And when we were doing really early multiplayer stuff, we had there was a point where we spawned in and it was just a giant green plane. That's all it was. Nothing on it. Everyone only could cast Fireball. Everyone only had 1 life, like 1 hit point. So it was like fireballs and insta-gib and no teams. It was a ton of fun. A ton of fun. So I think there's lots of room for other game modes that can happen. But yeah, it's there's room for a lot of stuff to grow there.